as she said, my project was learning through performance, and I'll let her get time set. PowerPoint here. Okay, so you can go to the next slide. Basically, my idea was that high school students will teach younger students, and therefore the high school students will deepen their knowledge, and it will give us an opportunity to provide a unique service for a school in our community. Okay, so we usually do different community events. We sing for nursing homes, we do performances for school groups, just various performances that we do. And we were trying to think of a way that we could offer a community service in a way that was unique for us. And also, my students are struggling with basic music literacy because they don't have any feeder program for music right now for our high school. So the beginning of my project, the equipment that I got with the grant is it's a wireless mixer with speakers, and the students can operate the different effects of the mixer using an iPad or using a laptop. It has its own access point, so that's really cool. I used this assessment to gauge their level of literacy at the beginning, and you can go to the next slide. They'd had a diagnostic test, which showed a little bit better than half of them were proficient. And then I also made an assessment for a 4th grade class at Prestonsburg Elementary School, and I used that information to decide that we would focus on pitches, notes on the staff, rhythms, and reading music. Here's my choir. I think there's another picture after this one. I have a diverse group, and they have different social and financial backgrounds, and it kind of affects what we're able to do. Go to the next slide. We were really fortunate that we got to perform a musical in the fall. We did Yes, Virginia, the musical. It was sponsored by Macy's, and we got to perform that at the Mountain Arts Center, and we had a lot of school groups come. We actually sold out both our school matinees. And our elementary students that we're going to be Skyping were at the performance, so they were asking us different questions about performing, and, was Santa real, and was Santa we had on stage real, and it was very cute. We can go to the next. So we used our new sound system that we had for rehearsals. We haven't really got to use it to its full potential yet, but here's some samples from the Mountain Arts Center of our performance. It was just really well done. The students did a great job with that. They enjoyed doing the musical, something different for us. So. We used the Mondo boards that were provided by KVEC to Skype Kristen Hatfield's 4th grade class, and her students were really excited, and we did the initial assessment, and most of the time I was doing most of the talking, and we'd do some demonstration. The choir would sing some solfege, do, re, mi, fa, sol, and we would do songs, we would show melody, and we'd show harmony. We'd ask the students about what's melody, what is harmony. By the end of the first Skype session, they could tell us differentiate between melody and harmony. Go to the next. And here's a picture of our Skype session. We had to use the library instead of our choir room because we don't have internet in our choir room. But there's Miss Hatfield's class and our class. And just this week we got to Skype, and my students were teaching. So if you go to the next slide. We used a piece of music called Ubicaritas to show how the soprano, alto, tenor, bass parts could be different, and then they could all sing the same thing together, how that was a melody, and then they could sing different parts that was harmony. And these are my student, the text didn't come across, but my goal was for student-led instruction, so I asked for volunteers to teach individual concepts like mini lessons. So I have that group that learned about quarter notes and how to teach about quarter notes and how many beats they get and how they're going to demonstrate it for the class. And I have a half note group and I have a whole note group. So they had to find out, how many beats does a whole note get and all of that thing. So this is a video, and hopefully it'll play. Codec unavailable. Okay, well, maybe one of the other videos will play. Anyway, they were practicing what they're going to tell the students about half notes and how a half note gets 2 beats and how there's half rest and those things. So I thought it was great that the students were doing the teaching. Maybe this will work. Our whole new group. Nope, not going to work. Okay. You live and learn. Okay. Planning for the something. We came up with an idea for a play that would teach music, and we wanted to use some pop songs to do that. And there's some cool videos with YouTube where they take the song All About That Bass, but they make it about the bass clef. And so we were going to use that in a skit, and then they used the song I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift, and we changed it to Treble, and it's about treble clef, and then the song Do Re Mi from Sound of Music. So we're going to put all these in a skit together to teach about music. This is just a chart. I didn't have a lot of data, so I'm going to be adding to that as we do more assessments at the end. It does show some growth. I was able to give a benchmark to my current students. And so things were happening, so we needed a new little plan, and we used the sound system. This is my laptop, and you can see how you can adjust the levels. There's also special effects. It didn't come with a microphone system. Well, we didn't have microphones. We used to, but something happened to them. So I actually purchased a microphone. So next year, if I'm able to apply for funding, I'd like to get some special microphones just for choral singing and use those and apply the special effects. Go to the next. This is Alex. He's one of my students, and he really likes to work with sound systems. He's real involved in his youth group, and they do a lot with sound systems, so he wanted to use that. So they're learning how to mix the sound. They all had microphones, and we're experimenting with different ways of manipulating the sound system. It has its own access points, so we can do this wirelessly. And they're really excited to use the microphones and have the speaker system in class, even if they were just singing a pop song together. These are just, they look posed, but they're candid shots. So this grant's given us an opportunity for the students to learn about mixing music, to learn more about the elements of music and how to teach those to others, because that's a true indicator of learning, that they can share that with others. And it's given us an opportunity to reach out to the elementary school, and we hope to expand that. It's been a really great kind of relationship we formed with the 4th grade class. So that's just a little overview of what I did for my project. Are there any questions? Okay, thank you.